Welcome back, everybody. I'm just beside myself. Well, let me say something. First of all, as we know, Trump was right about everything, right? We know that. Now, let me go over some things today. I'm going to call out all the Democrats, the lunatic leftists, and I have somebody else that I'm going to be calling out. And being Jewish myself, it's really disturbing to me. I'm going to call out the Ginos, the Jinos, the Ginos, the Jews in name only, who support Black Lives Matter, who support Hamas. It's just unbelievable, the campus riots. But let me first go back and give a little overview of things. George Floyd, back in 2020. I'm going to talk about the George Floyd riots. George Floyd died, yes, but how many people died as a result of those riots? In St. Louis, Missouri, a retired police captain, right, David Dorn, died. In Louisville, Kentucky, David McEntee died as a result of the riots. In Oakland, California, Dave Patrick was murdered as a result of the riots. Indiana, Chris Beatty died as a result of the riots. Davenport, Iowa, a young girl coming out of a Kmart, Italia Kelly, a 22-year-old girl, was shot and killed as a result of the riots. And another 21-year-old male in Detroit, Michigan, killed as a result of the George Floyd riots. I also want to talk about Chuck Schumer for a minute. Chuck Schumer, who's absolutely a Gino, a Jew in name only. Let's go back to Obama, when Schumer was an advocate for the Iran nuclear deal, right? He absolutely advocated for that, okay? You know who he beat? Alphonse D'Amato was the incumbent senator in New York who did so much for the Jews. He did. He actually got reparation and money that was kept in Switzerland. He got that for the Jews as a result of the money that was stolen and kept in Switzerland by the Nazis. And then how did the Jews repay him in New York? By voting him out for schmuck Schumer years ago. And it's just, he's gotten worse. But let me tell you this. So for a while, and Chuck Schumer, right? He was going on a book tour because he wrote a book, Anti-Semitism in America. The balls of you, Chuck Schumer, to talk about anti-Semitism in America when you were absolutely silent during the Columbia riots, when you were absolutely silent about everything where there were Hamas-backed demonstrations in New York, your own state. How dare you, Schumer? How dare you to write a book called Anti-Semitism in America and then was going to go out on a book tour? Unbelievable, right? Schmuck Schumer. Now, the liberals, let's talk about them and the violence. They loved Musk and Tesla, right? They climate change advocates. He was going to really revolutionize the industry and get away from fossil fuels. But then once he started to back Trump, all of a sudden things changed. They were no longer in love with Tesla. As a matter of fact, there were shootings at the Tesla dealers. Wait a minute. After those shootings, usually every Democrat in the Congress and the Senate, and they come flying out of the woodwork talking about gun control and gun violence. You didn't hear one thing about gun control or gun violence when they were shooting at Tesla dealerships. Awful, right? Firebombing dealerships and cars. The liberals and Democrats, they always like to talk about extreme MAGA and Trump calling for violence, that Joe Biden said that MAGA was the most extreme group ever. Well, we're going to show you some of that, okay? Also, they talk about Trump's going to do away with democracy. He's going to go after his political opponents. I want you to name one political opponent that he's actually come after to put in jail. And there was some that actually, who's this? Who's going to come? Are you going to come on with me? I told everybody, if you want to be a guest, please. Oh, you want to be a guest? You do? Okay, come on. Let me see. Oh, are you on parole? You are? How many people have you murdered? A lot? You have? That many? Vince Foster? All those people? Your husband was involved in Ron Brown's murder? Oh my goodness. Yep. Are you agreeing with that? Wow. Boy, well, I don't know. How long are you going to stay? Where are you going? Back to prison? Really? Really? Oh well. Listen, folks, you can follow this. You can read the news. If you think, oh, I don't watch Fox, I don't watch Newsmax, I don't watch News Nation, you know what? Go to the Wall Street Journal, okay? Go to the Wall Street. Hey, by the way, you know what? On the night that Trump beat, I even hate to say her name, Kamala Harris, at 10:30 the night of the election, the New York Slimes, New York Times, called it for Trump at 10:30 that night. It was great. I could go to bed. When I said if the New York Times was calling it for Trump, I'm going to bed. Right? You agree with that? You do. See? All right. Thank you. Well, everybody, please, if you want to be a guest, give me a call, leave a message. Come on. I'm looking for guests. If you have questions, comments, or thoughts, I want to hear them. So please go to Add Newswire on YouTube and subscribe and hit the like button. Also, you can follow me on X, Bill Golodner on X. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a really blessed day. God bless the United States of America. God bless our President, Donald Trump, and God bless all of you.